Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Checking. Check 1, check 2. Let me check and see if it started a new thing on YouTube or if I need to... whatever. Great. Cool beans. Can you guys see me, hear me, stuff like that? I'm not done. Don't go. God damn it. God damn it, don't go, you fuckers. Okay, hello everyone. Jesus Christ. Let's try this one more time, and I'm not gonna play the Trump clip. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's probably not that. Like, it's unlikely that it's that. But who knows? Give me 1 sec to fix the YouTube chat, and then we'll, give it a shot. Because I gotta get the correct chat up on my screen for YouTube on my second monitor. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. So anyway, I'm not gonna not mention it, but I won't show the video. For whatever reason, it keeps fucking crashing the stream when I try to. Maybe they think I'm a scammer, but they're allowing the original video up. I don't know. You don't get the predicate bullshit. I had so many nice things to say, but I guess you'll have to wait for the Medbed video because YouTube won't let me fucking talk about it. So anyway, we're looking at Medbed stuff today because Donald Trump, the president of the United States, is a dementia-ridden fucking hack that posted a conspiracy video about Medbeds. So today we're going to be looking at Medbed scammers, you know, the kind that he's emboldened through his reckless posting of conspiracy theory. So let's do that. I'm pissed off now. That's good. That's good for the Medbed scammers that I'm already starting this mad.
The transformations that we're...
These fucking people. What do I even want to watch first? What's gonna piss me off the most? Oh, Zmoo's back, you fuckers! Hold on. Where's that Zmoo video? She was posting... She was Zmoo posting again.
Yeah, go here. Doggies are there. Okay.
Oh, I'm using the VPN now, too, by the way, so hopefully that'll help. If it doesn't, if it crashes again, I really am done for the day, and I'm just gonna edit the video. because I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I can't control the internet. I've tried everything. I've rebooted my computer, reset the router. I've done everything I can.
Oh, pardon me. It's cold in here.
Did Smoo go Super Saiyan? Only Super Saiyan 1, though. He's only 10 years old.
It's cold outside.
For those that aren't familiar, this is Carrie Ann Thornton, aka Sky Prince. She is a quite famous medbed scammer. She's been doing this for years. She's so good at this, or at least so prolific at this, that other scammers steal her identity to use it to scam people because she is so associated with medbeds that when people see her in this community, in the conspiratorial space, they assume she knows what she's talking about because this is her whole deal.
It's very cold outside. It's cold in here too. Let's do that one. That's what I have to do. That's what I have to do.
Oh my god, Carrie, get to this
You
moon.
can have your subtropics. Not tropics, tropics. Information that Smoo gave in a class this morning.
Oh, Smoo gave a class! That's so good for a 10-year-old alien.
And he was going to ask myself and the class if we could share the video like we did before. But I think it's more important to address it in a separate video away from class. Because there was other things in the video in class this morning that was not really for public. So I thought I'll come on and address this particular issue in person. Well, directly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Where are we? Does your mum and brother see the ETs? Not so much see them. My mum AM.
Today's stream's an absolute shit show, by the way. I apologize. Whenever there's a bunch of, issues, it always throws me off. So I apologize. I'm gonna save the Smoo thing for later. Let's do something easier. How about this guy? This guy's another scam artist. I've been covering Sean a lot because he's the person that's the primary... primary subject of the Medbed video I'm doing. But here's another guy that runs his own Medbed scam center.
Hey, how you doing? Dr. Lewis Hilliard here with Life Force.
That's how you know he's super legitimate. This is how he talks, okay?
Medbeds. So a lot of people ask me, Dr. Hilliard, what is a medbed? Well, a medbed, by the definition.
This is stereotyping and not right, but if you sound like a goon from the Batman Arkham series, I don't trust your medical advice.
That we've come up with is a...
You've been beat up by the bat? Come into my medbed, it'll fix your bones!
Self-treating, or a self-diagnosing, self-treating bed. That literally, that we don't want to come up with some foo-foo gimmicks of what we think a medbed is. A medbed is...
We don't want any of those foo-foo gimmicks, only $100 million LED gimmicks. Look at my medbed, it's so good.
Bed, obviously.
Are these just altered tanning beds? The ones I've seen have mostly been, like the Sean Callahan, who's, like I said, the main guy in the video I'm working on. His are sauna beds. It even says on the screen that it's like a sauna bed. Basically, it vibrates. It has ozone stuff. It's how do I put this? It's branded as wellness technology, not medical. That's how they're trying to get around this. So it Caesar, thanks for subscribing with Prime.
See within its name, it's a medical bed, or it's a medical device that can be used in clinics, that can be used in hospitals around the world, that has the capabilities of taking some of the simplest vitals like heart rate, blood pressure, EKG, blood sugar levels, blood oxygen levels that any physician would want to know within seeing a patient. The next thing is you can also upgrade it. You can get it upgraded where it can measure brainwave function, and that gives you great
Reminder, this is hypothetical what he's talking about. Certainly there are devices you can get, like a blood oxygenation like meter and stuff. All of these things can be read, but this isn't typically the definition of a med bed. Usually it's the idea that it can heal anything.
Statistics, and when you're treating patients with any type of neurological conditions or what have you. Another great type of upgrade for our self-diagnosing is our biosensing scan. The biosensing scan is amazing, I think, because it measures the electromagnetic pulse of every cell, tissue, and organ within your body. So
what do you mean it measures the electromagnetic pulse of every cell in your body? To what end? What are you even talking about?
Every cell, tissue, and organ, it emits a certain frequencies.
Frequency of what? Presumably energy, electromagnetic energy? What kind? And what do you think that this does? This is what Sean Callahan does too, by the way. He'll talk about the human body as if it's an electrical machine, and then just say it's basically a big thing that recharges your battery.
And we know this. You can just do a simple Google research and you'll find out.
Do your own simple Google research. Don't trust me. I'm just a guy trying to take your money.
That bone resonates at around 7 or 8 hertz, and it goes.
Frequency of what indeed? Did you finish the edit? No. For those that don't know, my original deadline was today for the Medbed video, because of course it was. That would have worked out nice, huh? But then I ended up having to go into work more than I expected. So, as my punishment, I'm not allowed to have any in this upcoming week. Sorry about that. I promise. I feel worse about it than anyone.
Up from there. But, so with that being...
And it's fair to be mad at me. I'm a terrible person.
Said that every cell, tissue, and organ within our body has a certain frequency, and the biosensing scan is able to pick up on those frequencies of those cell tissues and organs that it is scanning, and be able to come up with, if there is a cell or organ that's actually functioning properly, or does it need to be recharged or reprogrammed. And that's the great thing about the biosensing technology.
This is a scam predicated entirely on the assumption that your marks are the stupidest, most credulous people ever. Do you see the little brain graphic he has back there, by the way? I don't know if you can see it, but right to the left of his head, left and up slightly, there's like a tablet hanging that is clearly just playing some generic B-roll of like a graphic. It doesn't mean anything. It's just an aesthetic. It's just a brain with some like wavy lines. But it gives the vibe, right? It gives you the idea that something medical or technological is happening. A lot of these fake medbed machines do that. It basically uses, again, aesthetics stolen from sci-fi films. It's really unfortunate. Jesse with $5 says, so this is every medical device imaginable. Pulse oxygen to MRI to EKG machine. Smells like cow poo to you. You would be correct.
This is not my technology. This technology has been out, people, for a number of years. You can get a smartwatch and see, blood pressure, pulse, and all of that. Mine just gives it more where a physician anywhere around the world can literally monitor a patient, look at their vitals, look at their brain scans, their brain scans or ultrasounds or whatever it is within the med bed, and make a treating or a diagnosis within the patient. With that being said, now with the self-treating part, of course, we're going to get into the quantum biohealing part where we do the meditation and all of that, but also we have
the quantum biohealing. Quantum just means very tiny, right? Or in some contexts, it gets used to describe temporal aspects of something. So it's tiny healing of your body. Presumably they think that some sort of energy is going to, like, aesthetic.
The frequencies.
That's the idea. It's gesturing in the direction of something.
From Rife machines and from light therapy, like infrared light, ultraviolet.
Can I just point out, by the way, since I haven't played that Trump video, the stream hasn't cut off. I'm kind of pissed off at the idea that YouTube would... Now, hopefully that's not what happened. But if it is, God help us all.
Like, we got massage for vibration and sound for vibration. You know, our med beds come with surround sound as well as very targeted sound for frequencies that if we want to target a certain cell, tissue, or organ. Just with that, also understand that we're able to customize the med bed so you can add any other types of therapies. I know within my med bed, I have oxygen therapy.
The stream is choppy. Well, I don't know what to do then. Is it bad enough that people don't want to watch? Should we just give up? I don't know what to do.
I have ultrasound, I have e-stem, and I'll show you some of these. I have, of course, and I also have some new age stuff like plasma wands, terahertz wands.
Oh, the terahertz wands. That's these things. It's the blow dryers. It's the bullshit blow dryers that they're claiming shoot quantum energy into your balls or whatever. Yeah, this is it's a hair dryer that they drop shipped, like from Alibaba or something. You can get one for like $20 or $30 on Amazon. They don't do anything except warm you up. Not even very well. They're pretty shitty hair dryers too.
We have grounding capabilities within all of our beds, where we also have EMF blocking paint within this. So, you know, a reading on the outside of this bed and a reading on the inside, you're going to get a slider.
What's their price for the wand? Let me see if he has a website. If not, okay. I don't think I have a website for him, but I can tell you how much Sean is charging for it, and it depends heavily on the wand. Let me show you. This is his website. I'm very familiar with it at this point, so you would go to frequency products because the wands fall under what they call frequency technology. The specific wand that I have, he is charging $350. Where did I put that? Right. Same exact thing. Literally, you can see it's the same exact thing. This was like $20 or $30 on Amazon. He's selling it for $350. Because he's lying about what it is. He's lying about what it is and selling it, and I don't even know what percentage markup that is. Ridiculous. Peeplord says, I get these people all want to grift on immortality, but where are they getting the self-sealing stem bolts? Okay, so... Anyway, these people are scum.
Light difference within the electromagnetic frequency that's being put out by Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, what have you. Even off the lights alone, there's always some sort of electric frequency that's being emitted. So when you get in this bed, you're able to grounding technology.
This idea of grounding is really big with these people, too. Basically, med beds have become a catch-all term for certain alt-health grifters. This grounding thing, they think there's, like, a bunch of excess, like, free it'll allow a path for those electrons to escape your body so they'll no longer be damaging your cells. It's a bunch of woo-woo bullshit. Surprise.
So now your body is able to really truly rest the cells within the body, because understand that every cell within the body has a battery. So we'll just say here it is. You have a cell, and that cell has a nucleus, and that nucleus then is made up of protons and electrons.
Part 2.
This is part 2 of the video. So with a Life Force Medbed, one of the great things, as I said earlier, is that it's completely customizable. That whether...
He isn't even continuing with the same thought. Oh my god! He has the same bullshit technology behind him that Sean does. I need this. I need to note this. Okay.
Whatever the physician is practicing and whatever within their scope of practice, they can customize the med bed particularly for their type of needs. So whether it be for...
Ooh, a custom med bed. So this thing behind him on the laptop that's showing like different medical diagrams and stuff. This is a bullshit scam technology put together by, I think they call themselves Backstar Industries. They're the ones that stole the Iron Man Stark Industries logo for their bullshit. And anyway, it's like a little box and a program that comes with the box, and you plug headphones into the box, and then you put the headphones on your quote-unquote patient. The headphones, according to them, then send, what do they call them? Like trineural beats or something? It's not binaural beats, it's something similar to that, though. It basically, you know, makes noises, and they claim that the noises are sending signals into your body that then they send back, and it tells you where in your body needs healing. So these images on the screen are pulse of sound through the headphones that'll send healing energies into your body and fix these things. So to be clear, in reality, they're putting headphones on you, playing aside where to put the damaged cells, and then they play more noises, and then the screen gets rid of the damage that was never there in the first place, and you feel like something has happened, when in reality it has not. So it's basically a big scam where they do nothing but put headphones on you and make it look like they're doing a medical procedure. It's sick. And illegal. Gothy Gaming says, as a mental health professional, I hate when people steal ideas from that, such as grounding. All grounding is to bring you back into the moment if you're having a panic attack or issues from PTSD, and has nothing to do with this. They're using grounding, as in grounding from electrical stuff, like how you ground like a plug. That's the grounding they're referring to.
Extra image.
Yes, it's a obviously.
Therapy or massage therapy, what have you, photomodulation, which is light therapy. All of these types of therapies can be added into a patient's care plan, where a doctor can be able to not just monitor the patient and get readings throughout the duration of their treatment session, but most important as well is be able to monitor their therapy use as well. So within my Medbed, I like to think that it's completely customizable. I have a number of different therapies, as I said earlier.
That they claim are inlaid with like silver thread or whatever, so your body is making contact with metal, and then that metal grounding prong. So the idea is that while you're laying in this bed and making contact with the metal on the sheets, it'll ground you. Again, it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
I have EMF blocking capabilities and electron donation, electron balancing. All of these are very important when achieving it. None of them are going to be the fix-all, my friends and people. I want you to understand that. So when people contact me, go, hey, will this cure this or that? We can't say that. But
at least not on the internet. I can't say that.
We can say that, most important that at least we're following.
I want you guys to know that I'm in the middle where I've paused my editing right now, basically, is I'm working on a montage of medical claims from Sean. And so far, the montage of just clips I've taken of him making medical claims, like one sentence, maybe a paragraph tops of direct medical claims, already 10 minutes long, is hilarious. Speaking of which, I should say, I did get the Stream Deck. Here it is. Look it. Woo, Stream Deck. I haven't programmed the sounds for the soundboard yet, but it has helped already tremendously in the editing, because I can bind buttons on it to hotkeys. So instead of hitting my macros for certain editing commands, I can just hit one button on the Stream Deck, and it's been very nice. Very, very nice. So thank you again, Jesse, for really putting us over the top on that tip goal, so I could get that.
The natural laws of the universe that Nikola Tesla gave us. We're following the natural
There's that again, that obsession with Nikola Tesla.
laws of taking care
I borderline feel like I need to put in a couple paragraphs about who Nikola Tesla was in the video now, because it comes up so often.
of patients with the patient's safety and utmost importance, as well as getting sick people well. So by offering various therapies and being able to be customizable for whatever the physician wants to use the Medbed for. So with that being said, if you know somebody that is interested in a Medbed or a particular
Things about it. Thanks for asking.
country, right now we are working with several countries right now on Medbeds. And
That thing you just said you were excited about and is helping you, doesn't it fucking suck, actually?
if you know
Is this how the subjects of my stream feel? Jesus Christ, I'm harmful.
somebody that is interested in one, feel free to give me a call, ask me some questions. I'll be more than happy to help you guide you in the right direction and what a Medbed is, and most important, how to get one. My number at the office is 770-948.
I'm not giving people his goddamn phone number, even though he's an asshole. Oh, here's a commercial for his Medbed center. Look at his little Medbed room. Guys, he put LEDs on the ceiling. That means it's the future.
Get a life, Force Medbed. Recharge your body. Heal your body. Get a life force Medbed. Time to heal the body.
What is this? It's an advertisement for a Medbed, obviously. Are you not enticed?
Recharge your body. Frequencies heal.
Frequencies of what?
Healing tones. Charge your chakra.
Apparently how...
Dr. Lou Hilliard here with Life Force Medbeds. As you guys can see, I got my very first Medbed. I've been working on it all day, putting it together. I got a control panel and stuff like that. But let me show you what it looks like. This is the pod. A nice foam mattress where you can lay down in. And of course, here's a control panel here. Look at this, guys. So I can turn on different color lights.
Wow, multicolored LED lights. That's so sci-fi. Wait, check it out, guys. My whole room is a Medbed. Give me a second. Oh, remote's the wrong way. That'll do it. Woo! Woo! Wait, how about... There we go. Oh, I'm in it.
Here, so it controls the light there, and then of course I control.
Oh, you can change the lights on the mirror too. Okay, is that medically necessary, or is that just for the aesthetic?
Lights, and then of course you got I got fans up in here and here, and just installing some LED lights, trying to figure out what I want to do. I want them to sync up from there to there to there, so it's all one. But in this pod here, you can do about 15 to 20 different therapies at the same time. This is the first of its kind in history. So
I wonder what all those medals on the wall are for.
the Life Force Medbed pod.
Do I need to do a second Medbed video all about this guy? I'm so curious. I've been so focused on Sean. Yeah, this is the machine. This is the bullshit program that's just a scam to make people think he did a medical procedure.
How you doing, Dr. Lou Hilliard here? Of course, we got our
I like the sci-fi sound effects he has playing.
Directly into my med bed here, measuring.
Okay, so his doesn't use headphones. So it's the same program, but the form factor is entirely different. That's interesting. It's the same program as Sean's, but it functions entirely differently. It's almost like the program is just a magic trick meant to trick rubes into giving you money, and how it quote-unquote works is irrelevant to the trick.
Electromagnetic pulses within the body. At the same time, neurosis, lymphatic detox, heavy metal detox, some kind of like general ones there that I like to play for myself. So as you can see, I could set the time level. Time, guys, I am literally in here and I'm able to do a meta scan here, which a meta scan measures the electromagnetic frequency of a cell. And within that cells, the cells are able to, you'll be able to measure them. And with that being said,
lots of penis in this video, huh?
In various areas of the body, and we're able to correct and treat the areas of the body as well.
Too much root chakra.
Our downward position that are red is around a 4, as you can see here. We want to try to get them up around the orange.
The tone is making your ears hurt. Oh yeah, that pain is actually the illness leaving your body. The ear.
Doing a meta scan of my.
Love them to plug me into this machine and then it shows a full row of teeth and me to be like, don't know about that. Don't know about that one, friendo.
As well as my teeth. And I'll just hold it on here. And I want you guys just to see some of the various things that are going to improve.
I don't even think this is like an audio he's like trying to play in the room to make it sound like the machine is doing something. I think straight up in post he just found, I don't even know what you would search for this, you know, background sci-fi beeping sound effect, and just laid it over the whole clip.
I thought, well, you know, I don't know if this thing's gonna work or not, or what have you.
Because it sounds too consistent in sounds, but it's so consistent, it's just a layer on the editing timeline. Like, it's just there, and it's as loud as it's gonna be because he put it in post. Which, to me, screams intentional deception. You know what I'm talking about. But, like, this guy's gotta full-on know that this is horseshit.
You, just because I've learned...
Fall asleep to either, Enterprise background noise or TARDIS background noise. There's YouTube videos for both. My lunch is being... Oh, it's the good mac and cheese, too. Hell yeah. Thank you. What? Yes, it is. It's the last day eating cheese.
But after now using this within my med bed for both the diagnosing as well as the treating portion.
Oh, there's medical claims. That's a lot of medical claims. I can treat everything from... Wow, you just said it.
I can treat everything from COVID.
Last day eating cheese. Yeah, I didn't finish the video on by my deadline because I ended up having to like work my real world job more than I thought. So until the video's out after today, I can't eat any cheese or
COVID to parasites to bacteria. I can measure to see if it's within the body. I can also measure.
I think that's an actual photo of an organ that they just inlaid as a texture on a shape. About my job. If anything, it's confounding about my job. I see a lot of medical gore at my job, and let me tell you, that looks... You having to work is hardly your fault. Don't be too hard on yourself. I can only be hard on myself. I have some kind of thing wrong with me.
You're going to notice within your body, things are going to start to improve. Different various elements and symptoms, or even things that you didn't even realize. But one of the great things with...
I just realized I'm so used to, like, medical gore at work occasionally. Yesterday I was literally eating lunch, and I was just watching, and I was staring at a terrible leg wound. Not in real... Like, it was a picture of a leg wound. Again, this all has to do with my job. I don't want to get too far into it, but basically I was staring at a compound fracture, a picture of a compound fracture, a bone out of a leg, and I was just eating my sandwich, and like, oh, that's a weird one. Where do I work? Don't worry about it. I don't want people to know where I work.
Doing a Life Force Medbed is not only is it self-diagnosing, just like what we're doing here with the biosensing, my bioimpedance, which measures the heart rate, the blood pressure, the pulse, but also we have the bioresonance band, which measures brainwave function. So we have various means to diagnose a patient, as well as we can treat a patient anywhere in the world with our Medbed and with our Rife machines and my frequency software.
Jesus Christ, he's claiming to do this remote now? I know Sean is starting to claim that, which we'll get into. I have hair. Yeah, doesn't that sound very sane? Cutting off some hair and nail clippings to send to these psychos?
A care plan for them. I can get real-time vitals, real-time readings, and be able to treat patients halfway around the world. That's the best thing with
Do you even have patients near you? I mean, I guess that makes sense. He needs the grift to be global, because of course he needs to. He needs people all around the world, because what, 0.01% of the population's gonna fall for this? He can't operate in just a small town.
Life Force Medbeds. So, just wanted to show you guys a little bit what we have here within the Life Force technology, and let you know we are the number one medbed company in the best, so we can help get sick patients well. So pass this along. Go on my website, lifeforcemedbeds.com. Take a look at everything, and if you have any questions, feel free to get on our website, so you too could look at the various technologies that we have. Also, with every Medbed, you do get a touch screen panel.
Ooh! And that chakras are not a medical thing. I hear them talk about it so casually.
As you can see right there, I got an auto sequencer, so I can plug in and add anything from any one of these different tabs and put it all into my auto sequencer. We'll get more into the various tools that we have here within the Life Force Medbed. I just wanted to show you some of the best things that we have here and how amazing they really are. Thank you.
And it's gotta be like chiropractic or something, right? Gotta be. Oh, you made an infomercial.
Welcome to a revolutionary breakthrough in healthcare technology.
Oh, good. The AI voice makes it seem legitimate.
Introducing the Life Force Medbed, where science meets spirituality to unlock the secrets of holistic healing. What exactly is a Life Force Medbed, you may ask? It's not just a bed. It's a quantum biohealing therapy system designed to rejuvenate your mind, body.
Are they intentionally using this music because 2001: A Space Odyssey, or what? Also, yep. This is going to cause issues with the video.
And spirit. Using cutting-edge diagnostic technologies such as bioresonance, bioimpedance, and biosensing, the Life Force Medbed assesses your overall health and well-being in real time. Waves and more, empowering you to take electromagnetic waves in your body, allowing for the diagnosis and treatment of various ailments by restoring your body's natural frequencies. But the Life Force Medbed isn't just about diagnosis, it's about treatment too. With customizable therapies like vibration massage, photomodulation...
That's just a massage gun!
Too. With customizable therapies like vibration massage...
Pummels the fuck out of you, which can feel great!
Photomodulation...
But it's not Medbed!
...and guided meditation, you can experience profound... offers a comprehensive healthcare solution that integrates multiple therapeutic modalities in one convenient device. Whether you're a healthcare provider looking to expand your practice or an individual seeking natural healing solutions, the Life Force Medbed is the answer.
Natural healing solutions, like a science fiction bed. What?
With models like the Medbed Pod, Capsule, Chair, and Infrared, there's a Life Force Medbed for every need and preference. With shipping within 24 hours of starting your free training course, dream of a healthier, happier life. Experience it with the Life Force Medbed. Contact us today to begin your journey to holistic healing.
My name is Dr. Lou Hilliard. I am the owner
Dr. Lou Hilliard. I'm going to look this guy up real quick and see if I can find what his actual degree is in.
and inventor of Life Force Medbeds. I'd like to welcome you to the Life Force movement, where you can discover your life force.
I'd like to point out that he claims that he's the inventor of, like, Life Force Medbeds, which makes it sound like he invented the technology. Life Force Medbeds is the name of the company, so you wouldn't normally say inventor of a company, you would say something along the lines of a founder of a company. So it's incredibly disingenuous, and it seems like he's trying to front himself as though he is some, you know, inventor that has developed these technologies, when these are technologies, even calling them that's kind of bullshit. These are devices that exist elsewhere and that they buy and fill their bullshit centers with. He didn't invent any of this stuff. He just bought it. It's part of the scam.
By tapping into your life source. So what all comes with the Medbed is you get your
They always hire young, attractive women to, like, work at these centers, too. Sean also has employees, and most of them are young women, and it just weirds me out, man. It's like a Hooters, but it's also a grift.
oxygen diffuser, brain wave measuring band, organ blanket, eye massager, massaging gun, grounding sheets, grounding
She's helping a lot here.
Medbed session as she applies the oxygen diffuser. We like to pinpoint exactly where we're going to be putting frequencies, so areas of injury, we use the headphone to...
Oh! He didn't even come up with some other thing to look like a sci-fi device. He's just having people put headphones on their arms. Though, because there's too many idiots.
induce a frequency into the area that we want to address.
So Doc, what is a Life Force Medbed?
That's an excellent question, Lily. A Life Force Medbed is a bed that does multiple therapies at the same time. It offers, like I said, multiple therapies. So we have frequency, we have healing tones, we have chakra tones, we also have...
Can you explain to me the difference between those two things or three things and why they are different but all use effectively the same mechanism?
Testing that we can use with it as well. And then, of course, then we have electron donation and balancing, as well as massage. And we have electron donation and balancing.
Is this like plasma? Can I sell my electrons to you? Because I think I have too many.
As well as massage and vibration and which is called photomodulation, which is red light therapy.
And how long should I stay in there?
Typically, patients are either going to...
The red light therapy pisses me off because that's actually a pretty mainstream one. Like, I was walking the other day, sometime in the last month at least, through a store, and I saw in, like, the health and wellness section, there was, like, a red light mask for your fucking... Very comfortable there, doesn't she?
Stay in there.
Typically, patients are either going to go in for an hour or 2 hours.
That's interesting that his are an hour or 2 hours. Sean's are 20 minutes. Sean's Medbed takes 20 minutes. So I guess his is more efficient than this guy's. Steve with the Q with 100 bits says, "Here, Hannah, a donation of electrons for you." Let me give you a reason I think why there's the difference in time, by the way. I don't know what this guy charges for his usage of his Medbed, though I assume he is charging people. You know it, he sells them. He's like the drug dealer that gives you your first hit for free, but oh, wouldn't it be more convenient if you just had one at your own house? In Sean's grift, he wants to get as many people trying the time, then he can charge them by the hour, and if it's 2 hours, he can, you know, ensure that they feel like they've got, you know what I mean? The narrative sounds more real that you had to sit in there for 2 hours for healing than 20 minutes. Now, it's of course bullshit either way, it's not healing you, but narratively, it's sounder.
What I like to do is I like to have my patients, cancer, whatever it is that they're talking about, maybe some of the issues that they're having, we're able to, with the Rife machine that is programmed into the computer, we're able to literally pinpoint and laser focus on the various conditions that the patient wants to treat.
And is that through the meditation as well?
Exactly. So with a Medbed, a Medbed is called quantum biohealing. And quantum means is more fast like manifestation. What the mind can't conceive can be a.
That's not quantum. That's not any definition of quantum that exists anywhere that I've ever heard. That's not what quantum means. Unless, I don't know, did he get this idea out of Deepak Chopra's asshole?
Achieved. So if we think of like stress, if somebody's going to develop heart disease and various diseases, well, the exact same thing can happen when we have a positive mindset. So part of the great thing about the Medbed, and one of the most important aspects, is that you got to meditate. You got to visualize health and visualize your body healing and fun.
You know the cool thing about real medicine? It works whether you believe in it or not. That's my favorite.
Whatever it is that the patient wants to fight. So that's the quantum healing. Then we also have the biohealing, and the biohealing is nothing but, our different therapies, like our massage gun or plasma wand or back massager or infrared light. Those therapies we can touch and hold in our hands. But, the mindset and the quantum part is what has a lot of people that's hard to grasp, that really your mind can also help change.
Not hard to grasp, it's just bullshit. It's completely graspable. It's just that when you grasp it, you go, oh, this is bullshit.
Your whole environment, your life, and as well as your health. Say if you want to bring the plasma gun to work or the plasma wand to work, and you can share it with your friends at work, or a massage gun or any of the infrared lighting apparatuses that we have, you can take them and use them separately. Or as well as you can, the thing about the Medbed is using everything.
Plasma wand, isn't that a sex toy? They do get used as sex toys in the modern age. They were originally invented back in the either late 19th or early 20th centuries. I forget which, but it does appear in the Medbed video, which is like a sex toy, kind of a light BDSM thing, because I think it like shocks you a little bit, but not so much that you're actually harmed or anything. It's just like a little like, ooh, buzz, zap, ooh. So yes, they are sold as sex toys, probably most often these days.
All at once or within a particular time period to help you save time, but also get the maximum amount of healing while you're in that for that 1 or 2 hour sessions.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who can buy a Medbed? Is it accessible for everyone?
Yes.
Why don't I upload the VODs to my channel to check out the videos on YouTube so we can watch them in our free time? They're on YouTube. The VODs are on YouTube. They're under the live tab. Here, I'll show you. You go to you can see all my previous live streams, all of them. Here's from yesterday, here's 3 days ago, 4 days ago, 6 days ago. They're all here.
Yes.
Have at it. All the VODs are there. Woohoo. And they're also
a medical grade or class 2, class 3 medical equipment. That these are all therapies that you can use individually. You don't have to be a physician. You don't have to have a prescription. That you can purchase. Anybody can purchase a Medbed, Mr. This is going to be a.
Do you have any legitimate doctors on your list, or is it all just your friends who are full of shit?
Great adjunct for them, for their clinic, because they can customize it and add the therapies that they normally already add in their practice, and now just put them and incorporate them with the Medbed. And it's also, it's a great way to help patients save time, but it's also on the business side of it. It's a great money maker where you can.
Oh my God, he said it.
Save time, but it's also on the business side of it.
Hold on, I gotta save this video. That clip's going in the video.
Okay.
For me and my assistant Lily here, we like to say,
why do they just keep
at 770-948-4511.
Oh boy. Anything else from this guy before we move on? Here he is in the Medbed. That's kind of funny.
Hey guys, Dr. Lou here.
I'm about to douse myself with a bunch of gamma radiation.
I'm here in my Medbed. This is my oxygen diffuser. I don't feel like wearing a mask or a cannula. This is perfect where I can breathe in 96% oxygen. But the good thing is
unless you're like, how do I put this? Unless you're like lacking the oxygen into your like bloodstream or whatever, there's a fine. If you're not having any sort of like breathing issues or issues with like the oxygenation of your blood, breathing in oxygen is not good for you. Like, I don't know how else to put this to you. Like, water's good for you, but being waterboarded is not. So if you're breathing in a bunch of just like pure oxygen for no reason, that's not good for you. That's not going to be good. And yes, also flammable, potentially. Oxygen is quite flammable. I don't know if they were doing any sort of this medbed stuff, but there's a lot of these popping up from place to place. They're sort of like, they're not hospitals, but they're like claiming to offer medical treatment to people, and it's a bunch of bogus stuff like this. So, they had a hyperbaric chamber. I don't know if they were actually even supposed to have it, but they had a hyperbaric chamber, and they put a kid in it, and they lit the kid on fire, and the kid died. So, maybe don't trust a bunch of they wouldn't be con artists. So maybe don't listen to these people, or you'll have to watch your son get burned alive in front of you, like the woman who put her
work on my computer, I have different functions, or even look at my vitals and all of that from my tablet here. Some of the great things when I'm here on my med bed, I'm able to get my electrons.
The grounding sheets are the sheets that I talked about that have the silver inlaid in them, or at least they claim it's silver. I don't know if it actually is or not. They're kind of grift devices, so it could be any kind of metal, and they could just claim it's silver. Sorry, catch up. Eat your heart out, Nancy Reagan. Who's the throat goat now?
Balance, I was just using a little bit. And then, of course, I have some healing tones going on right now. And, of course, my LED lights here that are color that a lot of people are making jokes on. But anyways, these colors are just there just to just for any type of relaxation or personal preference. It's not really going to do anything therapeutic.
I like that even he's like, the color's just for the aesthetic. It's just nice.
And they are my chakra frequencies. I'm going up my chakras all the way up to my crown chakra here. I am also meditating on visualizing health and
Are you meditating right now? Because it kind of seems like you're doing an ad read.
and abundance.
I'm just going to put this out there. Not easy to meditate while you're grifting. Kind of antithetical concepts, you know?
Frequency, low energy frequency wand that I can use for areas of pain or rub on my face, all while I'm getting the life force med on balancing the frequencies, the color, the massage therapy that I got under me, the mat. All of this is what makes a life force med bed, and this is what makes it really awesome. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at any time. And this is my med bed.
Too. This is a new video he put out. This is about the... Let me look. There's a link to it right here, I think. Yeah, they charge $300 for this service. Basically, you're gonna send them in hair and I think some nail samples, and then they're gonna test your health. AI, of course. I like that there's just
You can literally see how it's given everything a rating. Are all ratings. So you can see some are 2, some are 3.
flashing light warning. The machine has flashing light to make it look like it's doing something.
But it's giving you basically the full spectrum.
So we got an exciting call today. I'm here with Mr. Dale York, live out of beautiful Orlando, Florida. And today's call, we're actually talking about a really exciting new technology. It's actually an advancement to the body scan technology, but now we can do the body scans for people, the bioscans, without people having to physically be present. And this is these are very excited. We've gotten a lot of Richmond, Virginia, things, and we can actually do the scan. We're going to go through how this works. This is really groundbreaking, somewhat quantum, and
Somewhat.
they are absolutely blown away. I just got off the phone with a woman that had the scan done, and she said, I can finally prove to everybody that when I was telling my
Real, but then I sent my nail clippings to a man over the internet and he cured me. Do you think I'm crazy now? Kinda.
Ed, Dale, thank you for jumping on very short notice to go over this with us today.
Not a problem. And it is exciting for us. I can tell you, and what it's really done for us, we've had the scans, we've had the information, and it's kind of like, what do we pull out of that? So depending on the individual looking at the report, that's the information you're going to get. This takes the guesswork out, makes it consistent. Pathologies, let's say, the top 5 microorganisms that are affecting your system, and
Oh, they're gonna give you a whole bullshit health report. Oh no. H-Bird says, by any chance do they ask you what you think you have when you send in your hair and nail clippings? I don't know. That would make sense.
start from there. I mean, you can't eat the whole elephant at once, so let's start with the worst and start narrowing it down. To give you an example, and I'll just kind of show the sheet. This is it prints out very simple, very easy to read. It even defines the condition. I'll just top 5 conditions, and it does give the definition. Osteoporosis, severe bone density loss creating high fracture risk. Atherosclerosis, hardening of arteries, reducing oxygen and nutrient delivery. Cardiac infarction, ischemia, restricted heart blood flow, leading to chest pain and fatigue. Neurasthenia, nervous system exhaustion, with chronic immune burden. Now, part of this is all these conditions and something we're learning, or not really learning, becoming aware of. The systems
That could be a kind of learning.
affect each other.
I think you're wrong, but it's a weird correction.
A condition may not be just because of one system. So right below that, we have the cluster effect. What is the effect of having all these little issues going on? Bone fragility worsens spinal inflammation and nerve pain, atherosclerosis and immune stress, gallbladder and thyroid dysfunction impaired detox.
They're selling health anxiety. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. They're telling people and in fairness, a lot of the people do have actual problems, but they're having these people with actual problems come in, and then they're going to ascribe to them all sorts of other problems.
And hormonal balance. Tumor terrain elevates oxidative stress and weakens the immune resilience. So you see these all have another effect that works against the whole body. Everything we do as far as this, and once it tells you what the issue is, now it's going to tell you this is what you can do to correct that. Product strategy. And
stuff that you sell them. That's convenient, isn't it? That the top health issues that they give you can all be treated by products that they're going to sell you for hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. That's very convenient, isn't it? At least for them.
Hydrogen, water, and oxygen generator, daily hydration with redox balance support. Far infrared blanket, 30-60 minutes nightly for bone strength, vascular repair, and detoxification. The hyperbaric chamber sessions, 2 times a week to improve systemic oxygenation and escape. Recommendation, CJC 1295, GH, and bone regeneration. So again, this is a quick repair, length of time 3 to 6 months. Expected results, stronger bones and reduced fracture risk. Next one, heart, atherosclerosis. Peptide, epetalon, and MOTS-C supports vascular elasticity.
Yeah, that's true. Someone else pointed out on YouTube, if you're having skipping issues or buffering, if you go back 10 seconds instead of watching live and watch like 10 seconds. Now I turned on a VPN. It's still skippy, but at least I'm not disconnecting. So I don't know. I apologize sincerely. I've done
12 weeks, expected results, better circulation and energy. Problem spine, radiculopathy. Again, the BPC 157. Okay. This is just one person. If they have a little bit of both, very simple, send it in.
I can't believe Sean's just letting this guy talk this long. Oh boy.
What you're about to witness could be the most important health revelation we've ever broadcast. Jonathan Otto, but What he's about to reveal goes beyond politics.
America's frontline doctors were like COVID conspiracy people, right? Am I crazy?
It's about technology that sounds like science fiction, but is sitting in my own home right now. You see,
Oh, so you bought a scam device. I don't know if I'd admit that on the internet, but okay.
when my wife was diagnosed with a serious condition,
Guy that's gonna be selling the like Medbed shit in this video, you're like, oh no!
she uses it every single day, 20 minutes, that transformed her life. And what we discovered is that the mythical Medbed technology that everyone's waiting for already exists. It's just not what you think. Now, Jonathan's about to show you clinical proof that red light therapy and
How much of a kickback do you think this guy is getting for having this guy on his show so he can shill his bullshit medical products? A lot, right? Probably too much.
back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Gary. I appreciate it.
Now, Jonathan, you just met with Senators Paul and Cruz about medical freedom. How were you meeting with these guys?
Yeah, well, doing a lot. And so they had an anniversary let's see, today's Tuesday. It was on Sunday, so 2 days ago. And these individuals. And so I was just in for the meeting with RFK this morning, hence why, you got to,
With Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Okay. All right. How long until the United States... Well, Trump posted the Medbed thing today. That's why we're here. A starts actually promoting this bullshit. I'm so tired.
you got to have all your passes and all the background checks, etc. But it was seeking to have these individuals help us support the bills that allowed.
Fuck off with this framing. You want people to have the right to scam patients out of money and provide them fake medical service that does not help them. How fucking dare you frame this as some sort of freedom thing? You are sick.
Not being mandated certain treatments that we've all been very concerned about, and helping them, hold them accountable to what they promised us they would do for us. So that was
researched and developed by real doctors and scientists so they can come in and take advantage of an environment of distrust, bullshit snake oil to desperate sick people.
technology, suffering. I mean, the whole concept of to make America healthy again is all about recognizing there's a big problem. And so
the problem is you're not giving this man your money.
This is the right group of people, or the right, arguably, hopefully, by God's grace, that people can get them. And it does then.
Yeah, the vibe I'm in would shoot your grandma in the face if he thought she had $1 on her that he could take afterwards.
Match some of these concepts around Medbed, and it's not just everyone waiting for it to happen. What if the technology already exists? But then in terms of the advocacy getting into homes, I've actually been looking to do public service
for the things he's selling. It's a public service announcement. And also, you can get links to all of these things and give him money to get them in the description. It's a public service announcement. It's not him cynically trying to get money from you and sick people. It's a public service announcement.
Well, I want to thank you personally for sending that device to my home, because it has actually changed my wife's life completely. After our trip to the NATO summit, and the foods she was eating, the European foods, aggravated her. I mean, she was...
The European foods aggravated. He was addicted to benzodiazepines, and he was just blaming the cider. I promise you the European foods did not right-wing talking point. This with a $3 tip says, appreciate your work, putting these nonsense people our way. Here's a triple of dollars. Thank you. Thanks. You just stick with the doctors. Have you considered your problem is that you're listening to bullshit con artists instead of, like actual medical professionals?
And holistic practitioners, I should say. And then, of course, she incorporated your red light that you sent to my house. And I'm actually shocked at the size of the thing. It was, I mean, I've shown it to people,
Sir, if the red light worked, that means that your wife's illness is psychosomatic and she needs therapy, not to be scammed.
And they're impressed because what you sent was like literally like med spa level device, and it's changed my wife's life. I have my wife back. Let's just put it that way. So I just want to thank you for that.
Man, that is so beautiful. That touch
Your account.
really the only reason I do it.
Fuck you, you lying sack of garbage. It's the only reason I do it. That's why I'm on your show promoting it. Definitely.
You know, this is not an over-exaggeration. It was a debilitating condition, and like my wife's back to normal. So let's talk about this Medbed that you're about to share.
I like that we haven't named a condition because it appears it was just like a psychosomatic thing, which I'm not taking lightly. Like, that's a real thing. If you believe you have an illness, like, that's a thing you have to deal with, right? People could have psychosomatic illnesses, but the way to treat them is via therapy, not tricking them with lies.
And the elephant in the room.
So what I will acknowledge is that some out of this world technology, like alien technology, and it's going to fit this criteria. And so I don't mind the debate, and I'm not even here to say that this is necessary. Like, it's hard to basically ascertain exactly what, many different theories that are going on that you can't quantify. But the real examples of what we're seeing is that you have to look at the criteria of
Telling you, this is like, this has become so prevalent where they're talking about the body in terms of fucking vibrations and like
something that,
like, at least bile is real, right? At least blood and pus are real things. This is like the four humors, but it's just like shit they made up. Vibrations, the vibratory patterns of the earth, like the fucking Flash.
that's completely foreign, that the body doesn't recognize. It has to be within things that exist, and if you believe in God, it has to be within the frequencies of nature. Otherwise, it's really
holy hell.
Supposedly
He self-describes as a biohacker, by the way, so it's okay to hate him.
The solution. And so what I'll show you with the results and how fast the healing can be, like, for example, I'll go there into like pulse electromagnetic field therapy, which is
by the way, I'm probably gonna move the patron stream because we're having so much trouble with the internet together.
Partner. So what I'll present is that the combination of PMF and red light, both of them working individually and then working to only use PMF, and they've had just extraordinary benefit. And so I'll show you the studies on that. And then others have used them both in combination, as well as far infrared sauna therapy. And so these are the therapies that really match the criteria. Even if you put it into AI search mechanisms like ChatGPT.
Maybe I'll just call it, because people are leaving the stream. People are like literally telling me on YouTube that it's unwatchable, so I don't know what to do here.
And you'll say, what is Medbed technology? And it will say the thing that best fits this definition by scouring the whole internet, and it says is PMF and red light therapy. But so chronic pain relief is
real quick. What I do want to tell you that, as I was when I walked in the house and I told her I had just spoken to you about this, and you mentioned the Medbed on the phone, the red light, but he has this thing called the Medbed, and we have one of those mats, and like it just didn't dawn on us that you could actually use them together at the same time for like just ultra amplified healing. So let's continue. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I just wanted to tell you, she was blown away. She's like, "Oh my goodness!"
Yeah. No, it's great. It's really great. And so you'll see, once I put both of these sets of studies together, you'll see, okay, this actually matches the criteria, which is really cool. And by the way,
I've said is science. What in the world? No, the price he's putting on this shit. Oh, the sites even look scammy. Jesus. Oh, they look at this site. Who takes this seriously? It screams scam. Oh my god, $3,697, $4,497, $5,000. Oh my, what's the cheapest? We're getting down into the ones. This one's under 1,000, 797. 300, 200, 300, 200. Oh my god, the cheapest thing on the site's like $150. And it's just like a wand that shoots red light that you can get at any store for way cheaper or drop ship yourself for probably 20 bucks. Oh, dangerous person. Evil.
By the way, like there are beds that do exist.
I want to be an honest person that speaks things that I think are true, and hopefully that should be enough. Shouldn't it? Shouldn't we all be able to be honest and decent, and we could have a life where people just do their best and try their best and help each other? But instead there's this, because we let people like this run around and destroy society. So that's good.
And you could look at.
Yeah, I am gonna report this. Fuck these guys. A bunch of bans for people for COVID and election misinformation. I'll report it, but it's not gonna do anything. I want to be clear about this. YouTube has reversed its policies on medical misinformation and election denial from 2020 because of this current administration. If you didn't see that bit of news. So you can go on YouTube, and as much as you want, you can spout misinformation about vaccines and stuff. It's not against the rules anymore. I'll try and report this, but it's not going to do anything. Skifazoa says to quote,
amortal, not immortal. And so it is the combination of PMF and red light over the top. And it's close to.
I want to point out that if people continue, please.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. So PMF, the reason why it's working, it's just reducing pain by improving cellular energy. It's calming.
That's not how any of this works. Your body's cells do not get sick because they lack some sort of abstract idea of energy. They are selling you bullshit, so you give them money.
Overactive nerve signals, and then cellular level inflammation reduction. It's lowering inflammation. So many doctors are talking about inflammation being the big cause, and it's not the cause. The cause is the toxins that then create the inflammation, but it's going to deal with both of those, the inflammation and the cause. And so what you'll find is that oxygen therapies are really the holy grail because your body needs oxygen.
As I said before, your body needs water, so we're gonna drown you in a lake. Yeah, that makes sense.
Your cells need oxygen, and more than anything else. Like, think about food, think about water, now think about oxygen. Which one does it need in greatest priority? And so the fact that you're breathing as frequently as you are, and you cannot, for your cells to thrive. And so then it goes into supporting cancer and autoimmune recovery. So PMF enhances immune function, tissue repair, detoxification processes, and it supports recovery alongside conventional treatments if people are doing those. Not that it would be my preference. It's building bone density.
I'm probably gonna call it a night because I'm just losing some. Let me actually try one thing. I will try to disconnect the VPN to see if things are better now. If not, we're probably gonna call it, because like as the stream goes on, I'm just losing viewers because of how laggy it is, and I don't blame people for that. I get it. I'm gonna try. If it is, then I'll see you guys. Anything? Anyone? Did it do anything? Hello? You guys see me? Hear me? Still here? Seems clearer now. Hopefully things will be fine. If it disconnects, we'll just reconvene tomorrow and I'll just work on the video. No biggie.
And then it's also working within fracture healing at astronomical rates. And we'll look at some of the studies on this. And that's one of the things that people really think about when they think about med beds, if something could regenerate and help your body heal. And I would say that it doesn't heal your bones, and it doesn't heal your fractures. Nothing does that. The only thing that does that is your body. Your body does it, but your body does it and doesn't do it when it's supported and not supported. So if you support your body with the frequencies that it operates within, then it will speed up all of these processes, and bone density becomes an issue for all people. And
This guy's legit just pissing me off, so I'm gonna move on because he's actually making me mad.
Hey there, folks. I am thrilled to share some groundbreaking news in the world of healthcare. Imagine a future where medical care is not just advanced, but personalized, tailored to your unique needs. Well, it's not just a dream anymore.
Like, who's this guy? This doesn't look like AI. The background is obviously, like, matted in, like, or green screened or whatever, but, like, who is this guy?
Welcome to the era of medbeds. Now, what makes the medbed so special, you ask? These incredible devices harness advanced healing frequencies, taking a giant leap in healthcare technology. Whether you're dealing with chronic illnesses or infectious diseases, the medbed is here to make a difference.
Looks like one of those people you hire off the internet to say whatever script you give them. Oh yeah, it could be a Fiverr thing. But I guess, like, do I really expect the people on Fiverr to have some sort of standard? I don't know. But, like, could he not clearly see this is for a scam if that's the case?
Let's dive a bit deeper. Medbeds have this remarkable ability to regenerate dying cell tissues within your body, bringing those cells back to a state of vibrant health. Not only that, but they can also...
See, it says I'm still dropping frames. It's gotta be an internet connectivity thing with, like, the network near me. It's been happening a lot lately. I'm pretty fucking sick of it, to be entirely honest.
On neurons, protons, stem cells, you name it. Why does this
Neurons, protons, stem cells, you know, all the parts of the atom
matter? Picture this. Diseases like multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, cancers, diabetes, even vaccine detox. Medbeds are
vaccine detox. If you can't tell the kind of people they're going for with this.
Designed to tackle them head on. It's like a superhero for your health, combating a range of conditions with precision and care. Here's how you can access all of these benefits right here.
Oh, no, he's selling the scammy card.
This is the Medbed card, which
this is the same thing that the video, the Trump, this is the, oh my God.
enables you to
So this is an actual scam. So the video that Trump shared on, Truth Social was actually links, or was originally connected to one of these fucking cards. It's a scam where you'll send them money and they'll send you this card with the promise that when the medbeds come, you'll be first in line. Outright scam. And this is what's connected to the thing Trump posted.
Access your new healthcare provider. You just need your mobile phone. To book a treatment, you simply scan the NFC chip built into the card and register with your email. It's simple as that. So are you ready to unlock the future of healthcare? Medbed is not just a device, it's a revolution in how we approach medical care. Stay tuned for a future where health...
Yeah, that makes sense to cut it off there. Why not? Oh, that's pretty good B-roll. I definitely need some of this.
Lights underneath the table that brightens up the chamber on the inside. The chamber's also light, which really helps to open up for the patient, right? So at this point, they're in all the way, and then we close the shell and we close the door. You cover that, it's over their legs, they don't really see that. It helps all the way up to the system. You don't have to stay in the corner.
To be clear, I don't know what these particular devices actually are, but they are typically used and taken out of context by medbed people, and they claim they are medbeds. I think they're actually, like, concept medical technology. I don't know exactly what they are, but they're not claiming to be medbeds. But it looks aesthetic and sci-fi, so of course the imagery gets stolen all the time by medbed grifters. Don't recognize that one.
Hey everyone, how are we? I know my eyes are red. I've been awake for hours, but my eyes just don't want to wake up. And they're itchy and blurry and yeah. Sorry guys. Sorry. Look, since reopening...
Beldwin says, still can't believe Cheeto POTUS posted Medbed scams. Looking forward to the video. Me too. Everything's getting really depressing.
The Medbed group.
Hopefully I can make you laugh about it, though. Or cry. I'm really good with either.
Look, I know the Alliance has asked me to go quiet.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen... One sec. I'll put it over here. I did post my draft of the intro for the Medbed video. I posted it to Discord, but in case you didn't see it, I'll show you guys so you can see what it looks like. I'm thinking I'm going to edit it a little more because I'm not super happy with the timing on some of the cuts. The pacing feels a little off. So I'm going to be editing it, but this is it. This is the rough draft if you haven't seen it. Thanks, Caesar. Anyway, like I said, I think the pacing's off on it, but the general idea is some kind of give like an eerie, just the locations, basically. Just the locations empty as sort of a prelude. I'm also doing like a pastiche of Requiem for a Dream because I've been very into that lately. And the editing of it. So I'm doing kind of like a... If you've seen... Don't worry about it. You'll see in the video. Trump believes in medbeds. He reposted something about them. The why is another question, but he's certainly emboldening and legitimizing an entire class of scammer.
There's no more information to give about medbeds except that they're available. But at the same time, while they're putting off the RV appointments, then, people have questions, new people come into it.
I did mention it earlier, but in case you didn't know, I'm currently the part I paused, like the where I stopped in editing. I'm working on a montage of all of Sean's medical claims, and so far, it's just a montage of just isolated medical claims. Just him saying, like, this'll do this for your that. I have 10 minutes so far of just, like, individual sentences or paragraphs of him extolling medical claims. And, of course, it starts with him saying, I don't make any medical claims. And then it's at least 10 minutes of medical claims. So that's good.
Even though all the information's there, people don't want to spend time to do the research, so I just want the best for everyone and, stuff the Alliance. They want me to go quiet. Make me sign an NDA. Until I sign an NDA, I'm happy just to give bits and pieces. And
have I identified his favorite or least favorite body parts or medical claims? That's a good question. What ones does he bring up the most often? He uses the phrase clustering of the blood. He likes that one a lot. He'll say, like, oh yeah, the energies of the medbeds, they decluster your blood to try and stop blood clots, basically.
For the information that we've already been covering for such a long time. So since reopening the Medbed group on Telegram, it's been what, 12 hours or something now, not even that. So many people are saying, I want to be trained, I want to be trained.
I will say this about Sky, unlike the other Medbed grifters, she doesn't rely on props. Cause like,
his service,
Sean relies on props a lot. It's his whole deal, is he has all sorts of this fake medical equipment lying around. Sky is more popular than him, and she's just been talking at a camera for like a decade, so...
Okay, now we've discussed...
I guess that speaks to her level of performance as a grifter.
This training multiple times, and I've done a huge purge on my YouTube channel about a month ago. And I looked for the training video, and of course it was one of the ones that was purged. Of course it was. Of course it was. So now I just want to go over the finer points of training. Yes, I'm still in my pajamas. It's still very early. I haven't really woken up yet. Okay, alright, training, where to begin? Now, if you want to be trained, if you want to work with the Medbeds, you need to be employed by a Medbed center. Okay, that's either in development, in planning, or one that the Alliance is running that will treat the humanitarians.
The Alliance is like the group of aliens and humans working together to bring paradise to Earth.
Now, the Alliance ones that treats the humanitarians, I don't know how you will get in touch with them or if they were advertised. I don't know, okay? All I know is the centers...
Her channel got deleted. It actually didn't. I thought it did, but I was able to re-find it again. Basically, my bookmark just got erased because she changed the name of her channel. She changed the name of her channel, but I was able to re-find it, so that's good, and I can pull the clips I wanted, like I originally planned.
That humanitarians are planning and will be developing are the ones where you gain employment to get trained to use the Medbeds. Okay. No employment, no training. This is not like university where you can just sign up to the Medbed training course. Okay. This is to weed out the people, okay? So you actually need to be hired by a center in order to get training. Now, who is eligible to get training? Right. Or rather, who needs to be trained? Okay, who is required?
Part of her grift, I should point out, is a lot of people will charge people for, you know, actual equipment and claim it's a med bed or whatever. She doesn't have any props, like Sean. She doesn't have any equipment. So what she does is she'll claim, oh yeah, the medbed services are all going to be free, but if you want to run your own medbed center, then you need to be trained. So she has this whole separate thing where, how do I put this? It seems like she does a lot of it behind the scenes where she uses the videos to sort of pull people in, and then through DMs and private messages is where she does the most scammy stuff to keep it hidden from prying eyes, which is smart on her part. Makes it harder to pin her down for illegality, at least openly. It seems like behind the scenes, she will then offer to train people the medbed stuff and charges money for that. So that seems to be her angle, is like, oh yeah, the medbeds are all going to be free, but if you're the kind of person that wants to run your own medbed center, then you need to give me money to train you. And the thing is, a lot of the people who are into medbed stuff not only care deeply about their own potential medical issues or their own pain, they tend to be the kind of people that are into sort of woo-woo stuff about helping other people. And of course, helping other people is a great thing. There's nothing wrong with that. People in general, if they've experienced certain kinds of pain, they often will turn that into wanting to help others with similar problems. So she is effectively preying on the sick, the elderly, people who are desperate, who also want to be able to help other desperate people, and saying like, oh, not only can I help you no longer be desperate, you can help people who are desperate like you are now. Don't you want to do that? I'll train you, you know? So it's sort of a roundabout way to get people's money while openly being like, I don't want your money, the medbeds are free. But then you get that like 1% of the 1% of the audience that comes and seeks her out to do the Medbed, like, center stuff, and that's where she hooks them.
To be trained on the Medbeds. Anyone who is working with patients, okay, with patients, anyone working with patients, so doctors, nurses, emergency staff, counselors, dietitians, physiotherapists, Reiki, anyone who is actively working with someone who is going through Medbed treatment is required to be trained on the Medbeds. Why? Because you need to know what the process feels like so you can help others through it. Otherwise, you're just going back to the old system, and
that's not really how anything works. You don't have to undergo chemo in order to treat other people with it. You don't need to undergo an MRI to know how to use an MRI machine if you're a technician who does that.
Reading from a book. That's not the way of the future education. Future education is you learn on the job. Okay, so your training is actually doing it and becoming the patient yourself. Now, part of your training will also be to use the Medbeds. Okay, that is required. You must use the Medbeds as part of your training. Right. Now,
what if you don't have anything wrong with you?
Not required to... Oh, and managers. Managers of Medbed centres and healing centres are also required, even if they're not in direct contact with patients, they are also required Medbed training. Can't manage a centre of something if you don't know what it is, if you don't know. Okay, so who is not required to go through Medbed training? Okay, kitchen staff, cleaners, gardeners, yard keepers, maintenance people, firewood gatherers,
firewood gatherers. Wait, what? Why do the Medbed centers need a specific person who gathers firewood? I'm very confused about what the Medbed centers are, where they need so much firewood that there's one guy's job who is to just bring in firewood?
Security.
Why? Do they not have heat?
Animal carers, you know, those kinds of people.
Okay, so the Medbed centers are going to treat both humans and animals. That seems inefficient. That seems like you should have a separate vet office for the animals.
Alright, so clinical staff, which means those in direct contact with patients, working with patients, are required Medbed training. Those who are not clinical, meaning everything else, receptionists included, are not required to have Medbed training. Now, everyone going through the Medbed training will automatically be enrolled in the spiritual counselor training. It's automatic, okay? That is required. It's a requirement. So if you think you're just going to go and press a few buttons on the Medbed, yeah, no. Okay. Now, there will be periods of time where you actually have to attend a Medbed education centre for however long. It could be a weekend, it could be a few weeks. It just depends on your level of experience and knowledge. Okay, where you will learn how to safely move and transfer patients.
I miss Smoo.
Where health and wellness are significant.
I am now offering Medbed sessions to go up to the Starship. They are an hour up to an hour and a half, depending on the work that we are.
I'm sorry, did you just say the Medbed is on a starship?
Undertaking for you. It'll be very different every single time because every single person, client, being, blueprint that sits in your heart is uniquely different. So what I want to talk about with you is maybe the experience you might receive up there. So I pop you up to the quantum Starship, the vibration room, and you'll be met with my higher self. So Melina, she's a mantis being, and she looks
Your higher self is an insectoid mantis woman? That just sounds like a fursona with extra steps.
After the diamond blue plasma. So that...
Why do all these videos cut off so abruptly and randomly? So bad.
Hi everyone, my name is Christina, and today I would really like to share with you my first experience with the 9010 Medbed. I tried it out last night and I really have to say it was amazing. I was not expecting this to happen. Yeah, but I'll get to the details in a second. So the installation of the Medbed was very easy as well. I basically just had to submit a picture of my bed without the pillows and the sheets, so just the mattress, and it was a matter of maximum 10 minutes, and then everything was ready to go.
I'm sorry, you sent someone a picture of your bed? And that's they're gonna turn it into a med bed with the picture? Kinda sounds like that Tom Palladino guy who died. Remember, he used to use this, he had what he called was a scalar energy device. It was another bullshit scam device where he would say like, oh, send me a picture of you and I'll put it in the box and I'll use scalar energy in order to heal you from any distance. This just feels like that, but it can't be him because he died. He fell off a cliff like a Looney Tunes character. That's not a joke, by the way. He actually fell off a cliff and died. Someday I'm gonna end up in a padded fucking cell. That's not gonna be good.
So at night, as I was lying in my bed, the first thing I did is I activated the Medbed, and as I spoke the words, I could literally feel the frequency shifting up. So that was already very physical. And
okay, so she's crazy. Also, that's not physical, that's experiential. Those are not the same thing.
And I could feel a static, especially around my ears, as my body, I guess, was still not aligned or tuned to this frequency at the beginning. And as I had my eyes closed, I could see this light bubble around me. And
you're full of compassion tonight, Hannah. Let me tell you, I'm a very compassionate and empathetic person, to the point that I actually have a very little sense of self-identity. I basically just am a bundle of nerves that feels the vibes I'm picking up from other people, and it's not good. But let me tell you one thing. If you're the kind of person that cynically goes out of their way to scam desperate people, I have no empathy for you. I have no sympathy for you. You just don't deserve it. So yeah, is it a little mean to laugh at the guy that fell off a fucking cliff? Yeah. But also, he scammed people out of money intentionally for years. So maybe my energy is better served kind of laughing at the ridiculousness of the situation and moving on.
It made me very curious what was possible with this. So the first thing I did was, I usually have cold hands in winter, is I asked the Medbed to please heal my hands.
You asked it! You asked the Medbed, Mr. Medbed, please heal my hands! So you just have circulation problems, lady! I get that too! Oh my god.
And as I said this out loud, I could feel a heat going into my hands. Like literally, if there's something in front of my hands emanating the heat inside of my hands, and as I had my eyes closed, it looked like the light was expanding from my palms, surrounding my whole hand, and within 20 seconds, I had warm hands.
How many millions of people in America have severe delusional mental illness that just, like, don't know it at all? Because, like, I get that. I've had delusions and been delusional. But, like, at this point in my life, I'm aware of it, so I try to keep that shit in check, right? But how many tens of millions of people are just walking around like this lady with completely nonsensical delusions, like a genuine mental health problem, and just, like, she doesn't know it and no one around her knows it because they don't really know about it or think about it? It's gotta be a lot, right?
It was so crazy. I cannot explain this in words. And it really made me laugh at the beginning because I was not expecting this to be that fast, especially. So, yeah, with this, I was already a little more curious to what else is possible. And what I did after this is I asked the Medbed to scan my body, to release everything that is not serving me, and to flood my body and my being with love, light, and the infinite intelligence. And suddenly I fell into a very, very deep and profound meditation, where it kind of felt like my consciousness was moving up, 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 up to my head, and it got accumulated around my head. And my body during this process felt very heavy. I could not move my body a lot. But at the same time, I could feel how this energy is just gently flowing through my body as my consciousness...
Is the Medbed sentient? Oh, Helen. Okay, so yes, a lot of these people think that not necessarily the Medbed itself, but as Sean puts it, this is what Sean says, not me. He says that the plasma fields created by the Medbeds, the plasma field is intelligent. So yes, many of them do believe, not necessarily that the device itself is intelligent, but that the plasma energy field that is created and induces the actual healing is intelligent and sentient. That's why they think that thinking things and manifesting things is so important, because they think they're directing this intelligence, this plasma intelligence, in order to heal them. Sean thinks that the sun is alive. Sean thinks that the sun is alive and sentient. He thinks lightning is sentient. He thinks any plasma field is sentient. So yeah.
This was not there in the body, interfering with the healing process. And while this was happening in the physical, I could feel this concentration of light around my head, and it looked like rays of light in front of my inner eye expanding.
Do they think it's sentient because ghosts are sometimes referred to as plasma entities and are intelligent, thus the Medbed's plasma is sentient? I don't know the direct origin, but like from my tracking of the way people talk about it, it seems to come from more so the idea of manifesting and the belief that we ourselves are energy beings that are simply trapped within a physical entity during our lifetimes. So yeah, I think it's more like law of attraction stuff and explanations for that involving plasma than anything regarding ghosts. Because I've never heard them describe ghosts or anything along those lines. It's all sort of the secret, manifesting, law of attraction type stuff.
Emanating.
I'd be a good conspiracy researcher. Man, I wish I'd stayed in college.
And activating at the same time.
I just, you know, someone's got to research these fucking nutbags.
Something that I'm not really able to put into words. It was just like a knowing, hard to describe. And this whole process lasted for around 7 minutes, and then everything went back to the place where it belongs. And with
What
this,
do I mean would be? I'm not a researcher. I'm a YouTuber.
I knew
There's a difference.
that the healing
There's a difference between colloquially researching something and researching something, capital R.
was done, that everything was attuned and put back into its normal place. And which was very interesting because for me, it felt like those two aspects of me, the physical and the energetical, the spiritual, had to be healed separately so that they can function together even better.
Jesus Christ, these people are sick. What if they got in the medbed and it made them sane enough to know medbeds are bullshit?
A few years ago,
it's a catch-22.
My husband and I were both vaccinated against COVID-19.
Oh, no! Well, shit. We're doing this. Okay.
Before that, as you can imagine, we were healthy and exercised daily, and we never imagined that the vaccine could cause us any harm.
It didn't. Please, I'm begging you to get off the internet, ma'am. Please get off the fucking internet.
Okay, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, but those of you who know what I'm talking about, and I'm not going to spell it out, it is a very happy day. It is a very happy day. Yesterday I had a really bad day. Why me? You know, the very low 3D vibration, the world shitting on me, and why is this? Why am I still here? And why?
I'm assuming you're still here because you haven't stolen enough money from vulnerable people yet.
We'll go through those periods, and that's perfectly fine. It's all part of the process of bringing up crap and healing crap and dealing with shit and healing it, putting it away, and moving on. So yesterday afternoon, I received a download, and I'm like,
AKA, she had an idea. I am so frustrated with the entirety of the cultic milieu turning thoughts that pop into their head into messages from the Akashic records, or God, or downloads from aliens. You had a thought in your head. Is thinking so foreign to you that when you get a thought, you go, oh, an alien put that there? Jesus Christ.
What a fabulous idea. So only a few people know about this, and I'm not going to publicly say it too soon. I want to enjoy the process of it first. However, then I received some other information from boots on the ground that it is a very good day. Very good day. And I also received that confirmation this morning, not only from boots on the ground, but also from the Alliance in the Sky, if you know what I mean, that today and this week and the next couple of weeks, oh my God, hold on to your hats. In a good way, nothing negative. This is only going to tip the consciousness of humanity over the edge into a good thing, And when humanity does do that, or rather when something particular is gifted to humanity, that is going to raise the consciousness through the roof, or as some people like to say, through the firmament, or however.
Veltwin says, I don't understand people still on the COVID vaccine stuff. Given the number distributed, we have a very large global sample size to judge safety, and none of the things they predicted happened in 4 years. That's because you live in reality. You gotta understand that people who are hardcore conspiracy theorists do not consume the same media or news or any of the things you do. To them, they're within their own internet echo chambers that have told them that the things that they were saying about vaccines have come true. Like, I know you're like, what are you talking about? If you do not know this, vaccine conspiracy theorists actively spend their time in online spaces that tell them, no, people are dying all the time of vaccines. Every random celebrity death, everyone who dies before the age of 99 years old, they attribute every single one to vaccines, generally to the COVID vaccine. Like, I know to you and I, what they are saying makes no sense, and it doesn't make sense, but they exist within corners of the internet, within spaces of communication that only feed them information that confirms the things they already believe. Literal fake news. That's why they are still confident and think they're right, because they are constantly being told they're right.
If you say it, and this is going to allow certain space people to make face-to-face contact with certain people who are ready, and certain people who have something in particular which is assisting humanity. I know I'm being very cryptic. I can't say too much, which is why I am being cryptic, but just know that, oh my God, we've literally got days left, and your health, financial...
She said we'd have days left in what? This was May 16th, 2025? May, June, July, August, September, we're almost in October. So 5 months ago, she said, days away.
Status, consciousness, happiness is just going to skyrocket.
We're so fucked, that's propaganda for you.
I've never been so happy.
Fascists love propaganda because their entire worldview only functions if you're incredibly delusional. And if they can delude enough of the population, well, there you go, makes their job easier.
Actually,
I think people forget the Nazis and their propaganda machines were effectively putting out conspiracy theories. That was their worldview. It was conspiratorial. They believed that Jewish people, amongst other groups that they deemed undesirable, were effectively conspiring to destroy Germany. It was conspiratorial.
Have several times, but not for a very long time, with this information. It is incredible, absolutely incredible. So make sure you have your projects ready to present. You're going to need them. Now, they don't have to be perfect, okay? They don't have to be absolute detailed. They just need a basic idea of what you are planning to do, and leave room for expansion. Okay, leave room for expansion. And I just want to say that a few years ago, and this is a personal thing, I was about 30 kilos lighter.
Oh, and alt history stuff. Nazis were into alt history stuff with the whole belief that, like, they were the master race and that they're, you know, descendants of this, like, mythical Aryan race of people with all this, like, all of, like, ancient history secretly being Germanic. Like, that's all conspiracy. That's actually pretty akin to, like, the Tartaria conspiracies we see today. You know? I'm just saying. Doesn't get framed that way, but the Nazis were conspiracy theorists.
But to everyone out there who has this...
Mine's bigger than yours, Sky.
People that it's not fat. It's not...
It is, that is fat. What are you talking about? It's fat. Of course it is. What are you talking about?
It's not you being overweight. It's your extra storage for your extra food for when you don't have access to food.
Sure, and that's fat. It's adipose tissue. You store excess calories as adipose or fat tissue. So, like, you're not wrong. It is excess storage. And you don't necessarily need to put some sort of moral dimension to it, because I understand that as an overweight person myself, it doesn't feel good to have people judge you morally for something like that. But, like, it's literally fat tissue. That's what it is.
Right? Just tell them that. We're like squirrels. Okay? And I know you're going to laugh. And it's meant for you to laugh. It's meant for you to laugh. But we're going to lose that extra food pouch.
You can do that without a Medbed, fun fact.
And our chins very soon. Very, very soon, if you get my drift. Literally, it should be this month. Literally, it should be this month that
It was not that month.
we will lose our pouch. Okay? And again, cryptic, but those who know will get what I'm saying. Alright, I'm going to shut up now and go and have breakfast.
Great. Thanks, Guy. Appreciate you. Ooh, urgent appeal. That must be legitimate.
Okay guys, we have a plea for help from a lady in the States. They're about to ship a bunch of horses to Mexico for slaughter.
What?
And we need to get on board. If we really want to make change, now's the time to do it. If you can chip in something financially, or you can house one or two of these horses if you have property.
She's a horse lady, for those that don't know. Like, this is outside of her Medbed grift. She's really into horses.
Or something, please, please, please try and assist. And I'll put all the links and all the contact details in the description of this video below and in the comments section. Please don't contact me about it. I have no idea.
Alright, I'll do a different... is she gonna talk about anything else in this, or is it just the horse thing? Let's see,
This video was just sent to me, but we really do need to pull together and help this lady with these beautiful horses. Okay, so in the comments, I'll put all the links.
Okay, I think it's just about the horses. Jesus.
The nice thing about it is no one believes it exists, so it's easy to move and manufacture and build them up in numbers so that we can get them ready for distribution.
This is what a lot of Medbed videos look like, by the way. It's usually really poor quality because the clips from them have been ripped and uploaded, downloaded, ripped a million times, so they have tons of artifacting. But a lot of times be clips from movies that show something that looks like a pod or a bed, mixed in with some sort of ominous narration that's trying to talk about the reality of these med beds, and they're hidden, but they're gonna be here soon, and everything's gonna be great.
So you look at a med bed, and a med bed is based on tachyon particle energy and plasmatic energy. And it has got an AI. It's a controllable AI, I will say, so it cannot go on its own.
That's good. I was worried that the Medbed AI was going to take over the world.
And the AI, which is the computer...
The AI is computer. Everything is computer.
And I'll give you probably the simplest evaluation is that when you go into an MRI and you sit in the tube and it rolls over your body and it does an oscillation, a magnetic resonance scan of the inside of your body, and maybe pick up some tumors or whatever.
Maybe it'll pick up some tumors.
This thing actually goes in and it's like your skin's removed and your muscle tissue.
What if I don't want my skin removed? I actually kind of need my skin. It's the primary barrier between my internal body and the outside world. And the outside world's got a lot of bacteria and germs in it. So I think I need my skin, actually.
It shows all the organs and everything in your body. It shows everything. All the way down to the micronic level of the blood. And then when it does that, it picks up any disease, any genetic imperfection. All right, you could have stage 4 leukemia. In about 2.5 minutes, you're cured.
Well, there's a health claim.
No side effects, no nothing. And if you had an organ cut out of the body. See, your body always remembers. It leaves an imaging of where an organ's been removed. Or
not imaging. What are you talking about?
Or stopped operating. So what happens is that the reatomization process regenerates that organ as if it never was removed. It's like people have had their, like, barbaric medicines, they've had their thyroids radiated, okay?
It really grosses me out when people describe, like, modern cancer treatments as barbaric. I understand that chemotherapy and radiation are horrifying treatments. I have seen family go through them. I've seen what it does to the body. I've seen what it does to how they feel. I've been there when a family member chose to no longer pursue treatment because the side effects were so terrible they just decided it wasn't worth it. So I'm very aware of the effect that these treatments and how devastating they can be to the body. I understand that. But to call them barbaric is so disrespectful when it really is, in most cases, the best we can do. I hope someday we can look back on this era of medicine and view it with horror. That would be great, because that would mean that we moved on to something better, something less intrusive, something that isn't so devastating to the health of people who are already dealing with so much going on. But to denigrate the treatment that is life-saving to so many to try and promote your scam is just so sickening.
They go on chemo. I mean, through this whole mess, I've lost half my family. Through this whole thing, this commitment through life that's for betterment for humanity. And
one sec.
And mostly cancer. And the cancers, which I've studied and
It was Mr. Blast. He was saying goodbye. He was here visiting Baja.
researched for many, many years, cancer can be cured. It can be cured all day long. Very easily, too, by the way. Very cheaply, too, by the way.
Fuck
where
you,
you
man.
will learn emergency techniques.
Where'd that go? Shit.
And things like that.
Sorry about that. Sorry, it just pisses me off. This whole topic pisses me off. You have no idea the catharsis I'm gonna feel when I finally upload this fucking video I'm making.
Alright. Well,
oh, that audio's terrible.
This in the secret space program. What he described is creating multiple fields of spinning magnetic energy of vortexes. And you could either do, well, you would do both clockwise and counterclockwise. So whereas counterclockwise helps bring in, deals with the spirit realm.
He's holding a Deems device. Hold on, I have mine around here somewhere.
And clockwise is the physical body. So you can put an individual in these different fields and it'll help reset them. So, and then you can also apply frequencies. This, the Deems device has a little kit of different crystals. So, I typically don't really use these very much. I probably.
There's my Deems device. Okay, so what he's holding is another scam health device. And basically, it's just a metal tube that has magnets in it all the way up and down the tube. And then there's different tips that the Deems devices come with that'll have different crystal heads and stuff on it, and you can change the heads out. And they claim that, oh, like the magnetic energy and the crystals will heal you. It's bullshit. It's a it's a metal tube with magnets in it and a crystal. It does nothing. It does nothing. It's total horseshit.
Probably should, considering I have them here. They're going to come out. So they're like different. Now, anything cone or pyramid shape produces chi energy. So it just.
Anything cone or pyramid shape produces chi energy. Jot that one down.
Directs the energy. So you put the crystal on there and then you point it on your body. And I was dealing with some strep throat the last month or so. So I've been using this and I really like it. The problem is it falls off. So Chris is working on a Medbed type device. So you can reach out to him and learn more about what he's doing there.
And James, I think Chris also was in some of these programs. Is that right?
Yes, he's going to be at the conference. So he was he served on the United Nations Intergalactic Liaison. And so his job was to negotiate with other extraterrestrial races. Typically, a breakaway group would violate a particular treaty and created all sorts of issues. So he said one time the other race came in and immediately murdered him. So they regenerated him and they apologized.
They immediately murdered him, but it's okay. They said sorry.
They blamed it on him, but he
sounds nervous. He normally sounds nervous, which is weird because he hosts this show. He's the head of the Super Soldier channel. They're that group of people that believe that they were all super soldiers in previous lives or timelines, and they're really delusional about it.
He's just his job was a negotiator. So yeah, we're always going to need a politician. So that's
James, you had a video that was out maybe 2 or 3 years ago that completely went viral, and I think that's where that document that script that you've got written out, where you really went in and did some deep diving research was. And I had watched that video; it's since gone down. But you just touched on another type of medbed, which is one where they can technically bring somebody back if they've had an issue where they've been killed or lost their life. And I think
Sean on the record saying that there are med beds that allow you to literally come back from the dead. I should probably download that one. Give me a sec. I'm gonna put that in a different tab so you can't see that. Give me a sec. Hopefully this won't affect the stream too much, but I do need to download this video. Wait, do I have this one already? Let me actually double check my downloads. I've downloaded so many videos over the last month. Okay, I do not have this one. Let me download this real quick. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Do 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 do. Download video. All right.
If I remember correctly on that video, there was a time frame that might need to be done by, but they could bring a portion or part of that person back to this other med bed.
Oh, a portion. If I die, bring back my left ear. It's the best part of me.
Revive somebody and bring them back to life. Do you want to?
If that's not available, go with the taint.
Touch on that, or do you remember?
Absolutely. Okay, so what we were discussing earlier is basically like the Gen 1. You just apply a different frequency, help the body, like you can, I'm trying to try to answer your question. So like the arm, let's say the arm is missing, right? So you would provide the information.
Wow, it already downloaded that video. I don't know why my internet's so weird. Like, I'll get choppy stream, but then it'll download a 52-minute video at 1080p while I'm streaming in 5 seconds. How the fuck does the internet work? It's a series of tubes. I don't understand.
The holographic information through the holographic medical rejuvenation chamber. So that was, I discussed that in my book. Here, I'll show you it's called Lone Wolf. So I have the super.
Oh, he's got his own book. We should read that sometime.
SuperTech DSF information in here where SuperTech.
You think my best feature is humor and laugh, but that's just you? Well, you can't chop off laughter or humor and put it in a jar, so that's why I'm going with taint.
William, he mentioned that at the end of his service, they told him that planet Earth was destroyed in a cobalt bomb, and that this new German family was raising him on Mars. And at the end of his 20 years, a tall blonde German named Gabriel pulled him aside and said that
ooh, a tall blonde. Why is all this shit always so Nazi coded? I'm telling you.
We're going to erase your memories and rejuvenate you and send you back, and we're sorry. And he said that not all Germans are bad.
You do gotta feel for the blonde-haired, blue-eyed Germans who, like, aren't Nazis, which I imagine is most of them these days. You're just blonde and blue-eyed and you sound German, and then you gotta, like, be like, I'm not, by the way, I am not one of those, you know?
No, I can take that. Anyway, I know it's not a laughing matter, but the point is that so what he described is they would place you in this vat and suspended animation. So they would have these different magnetic pastes or goos in these vats. So
love a good vat.
I'll go.
So it's less of a med bed and more of a med pool.
Into that in just a bit, but
it's a Lazarus pit.
during his
Back to tank, yeah, could be a back to tank.
service, they took a picture of him every week, and they, of course, they also gave him some injections that increased his IQ to 250. But
you can't. To be clear, I think the limit for like IQ is already a pretty contentious topic, but even beyond that, even the way that internally the way that IQ is measured, I think it tops out at 150 or 160. And at that point, even proponents of IQ are like, yeah, we can't measure beyond that, because you're effectively statistically measuring how good a certain percentage of people do, like what percentile you are in, and above a certain amount, there's no one to compare you to. So no one can have an IQ of like 200 or 250 that's measured the way we measure IQ. It's a nonsense statement that just says that no one who says that knows anything about how IQ is measured, and they also trust it too much.
At the end of the service, they took all these pictures.
Will I bless you to win the Mega Millions on Tuesday? It's 497 million. I know you're doing it as a joke, but I would feel gross about it because there's so many gambling addicts. I don't want to encourage people. I'll give you, here's this. There's a half one. But if you win, you got to give me $1 million, okay? Deal.
Pictures of his astral body, and then they apply.
Thank you, Harold Albleman.
Apply that energy and reversed it all. It takes about 7 days to reverse 10 years, so it'll take about 2 weeks to do 20 years. So now, in the secret, so that's basically what we have, something called a regen tank, regenerated tank. So that would be used with different magnetic goos, and these nanites would regenerate the body. So you could take about a teaspoon of brain matter that, say, got splattered on the surface of Mars after an attack from one of the spider beings, and
He's so casual, isn't he? Like, you know, the brain gets splattered on the wall after a spider attack on Mars. You know, regular Tuesday stuff.
And as long as it's a week old, then you can regenerate it. Now, there's access to time travel tech, so it wouldn't be too hard to go back and try to reset things. So, yeah. Now, we have different types of goo. Well, actually, let me pause here. Do you have any questions about
I have a few, actually, yes.
that?
No, but that, you know, when you started off on the
Another time to point out that Sean often just has a young woman employee next to him for no apparent reason. I don't know what his deal is. Weirds me out.
on the initial, you know, background and bio, that's a long time that you got, you know, put into these programs. And I've talked about it briefly. I haven't gotten into great depth about it because, you know, it's better to kind of do that with somebody like yourself. And, you know, it's almost like disclosure. It's like you want to do it in teaspoons. You don't want to hit somebody with a fire hose. It's better to give them a glass of water at a time and sort of kind of understand, you know, how deep this really.
That's always been such an interesting justification to me when they're like, if the people knew the truth, it would blow their mind. And it's like, do you think if people have their mind blown, their head literally explodes like the best part of scanners? Like, no, like 9/11 happened and like, it was shocking and terrible. But like, why do you think that knowledge of this would shock people more than something like 9/11? I don't know. It's just weird to me and implies that, like, humans have never had anything shocking happen before. Obviously, all this bullshit's not true anyway, but it's just weird to me.
Really goes. But
it's just a strange cope.
But to talk about the time
I love this stream deck, by the way. It makes pausing the video way easier, too.
travel,
Look at
you know, that's
pause, unpause, pause, unpause.
It can be altered.
It works way better than my keyboard.
A lot of people out there are familiar perhaps with Montauk or Looking Glass or time, you know, technologies. But for somebody like yourself, you know, you go into these programs and then once you're
I did some of the macros for it. I haven't set up the soundboard yet, but I've been using it for editing, so I did set up like basic ones like cut and zoom in and zoom out on timeline and stuff. So I've gotten some macros thrown together for it.
Done, then you go into the age reversal technology, which honestly, brother, if I get, for every person that wants a med bed, at least 1 out of 2 want to reverse their age back and do age regression. And since you've literally been through that, tell us a little bit about that and that type of an experience and what kind of a, med bed system that is.
Very good. So back in the 1960s, and
James is not old enough to have lived in the 1960s, obviously.
Anton Priory.
Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do a vote Spokane Dogman. Probably not. It would be cumbersome. I'm gonna get a bunch thrown together, though. Like, did you have any in mind? I'm willing to take suggestions, but I'm not necessarily gonna do a vote.
Was working on his magnetic Bordeaux machine. So, in the technology of the late 60s, we're not dealing with microchips. So everything, you got the vacuum tubes, it's all large. So his particular device, what it would do is it would peer into the multiverse to find the most healthiest template. And that could be younger as well. So his particular unit was large enough to regenerate a rat. So they were not just reversing the C word. I'm guessing this is going on YouTube.
Yeah, the C word's a great way of describing it.
Yeah.
So
assume they're talking about COVID.
And they found that not only did that, it also reversed the age. So he was raising money to build a unit.
Maybe you meant cancer? I don't
for
know.
A human.
The 8 homosexuals when raging around. I'll have to see if I can find that. I don't know how far back that was.
However, his backers got threatened.
Real quick, I am going to use the bathroom, so I'm going to take a quick break. We've been going for 2.5 hours. So while I'm gone, Chair will tell you about Spawn. Good movie. And good movie about Spawn. An enjoyable movie. While I'm gone, if you haven't already given me a follow on Twitch, it's also Subtember, so consider gifting subs or bits. I'll be back in a sec with more water and an empty bladder. Be right back. Don't show underwear. Okay, good. Be right back. I'm back. All right, let's keep going.
And one of them died, and then he just fell into obscurity. My sources are telling me that the Black Ops people got a hold of the technology. So now,
His sources are very legitimate, by the way.
so we've had this since the 1960s, and so they can, we can go see here. I have something here I could show you some. I've got some whole thing on re-aging. Let me pull this. Maybe I can just share here.
Yeah, no problem.
So,
There you go.
okay, so basically what this is stating here is
Oh!
that the body is constantly rejuvenating itself, replacing itself. The problem is that over time, we go through a process of senescence where the body deteriorates about 1% per year, and so now.
I understand what he's saying, but the 1% per year is so interesting. Like, we have a life bar, like a video game character, and it's all just one pool of health. Like, it's not that your body is a complicated piece of biological machinery with a variety of different, like, systems that all interweave to create a functioning biological living being. We have a health bar, and it goes down 1% per year, and that's the extent to which he thinks about the human body, which is interesting.
As it's deteriorating, so it's like I said, it's always rejuvenating. But the problem is, it's if there is a lot of stress, trauma, there could be toxins in the body will tear apart its own DNA to rebuild the areas that are damaged. And but in this process of constantly tearing apart, it doesn't always totally rejuvenate itself. So we slowly fall apart. Carbon molecule chain, which
Can you guys hear me, see me? It disconnected for a second. Let me know. Are we back? We're getting close to 3 hours anyway, so if that happens again, I'm probably gonna call it. So, I'm sorry today is being so difficult. I want you guys to know it hurts me so bad when this happens, because I really want to hang out with you guys. I'm not muted. Shit. No, I'm not. I'm not muted. People can hear me on YouTube. I assume still not on Twitch. Well, I'm really sorry, everyone. Twitch doesn't want me to do my job today, so I guess I don't get to do my job that I use to pay my bills. So that's good and doesn't stress me out at all. Alright, so I'm going to call it a night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm sorry I can't do the patron show, but obviously the internet is not cooperating, and I don't really know what to do about it. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I will be streaming tomorrow, so I'll see you guys then, and have a good night.